Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are jumping right into the Boston housing market. The Boston housing market is a very expensive market. This is a big city, much like New York, Chicago, San Francisco. But prices are not as bad as, prices like in San Francisco. You will find a little bit more affordable housing in this area. Now, if we jump over to the Redfin weekly housing market data, we could see the prices are starting to come down. Now, even though the rates did go up, there seemed like there was definitely it didn't crash right away like we saw in other cities, but now we're definitely seeing it slide down. Now, remember last week the Feds raised the rates and mortgage rates went up. So if we thought the housing market was coming to a halt, well, you could only imagine what raising the rates even more are going to do to the already slow housing market. Now, thinking about what the Feds are going to do, well, the Feds are in no rush to lower the rates. Again, their main focus is battling inflation, and they will not stop raising rates until inflation is down to 2%, because they know that inflation can definitely kill the economy, and it's very hard to come back from that. So we're gonna see, depending on how much they raise the rates, it's gonna show how much you're going to, how much the economy is gonna slow down, and then what are they gonna do, right? When we hit that recession, what are they going to print more money? Give people, money every week for unemployment and stuff like that, like they've done in the past, or because that would just make the problem worse? Or are we going to, basically have to go through a real tough, rough time? And I'm thinking it's gonna be possibly a little bit of both. Now, when we jump over back to Zillow, I do have it set for the filter for 90 days because I'm really trying to outline those homes that have been sitting on the market the longest. I'm really looking for price cuts. Now, over here, unfortunately, Zillow's not perfect. Like, the search is not perfect. Look, you have 7 days on Zillow, 4 days on Zillow, and I'm like, dude, I told you I want 90 days. But again, look at this. We're starting to see some big time price cuts. Here's $30,000 off a $470,000 house. A little on the small side, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,000 square foot. Yeah, it's not the biggest house. Kitchen looks somewhat move-in ready. The house is on the small side, so I can tell you that the rooms are probably going to be pretty small. The house in general, it's move-in ready, but it's not the prettiest house in the world. Again, $469, $470 is somewhat a lot of money for only 1,000 square foot. But look, $30,000 off. So they had it at $500,000. How motivated are they? I would say if they shaved off $30,000, it seems to me like they're pretty motivated. If we keep scrolling down and we're looking for more price cuts, let's see. Again, guys, this is the weekend, so remember, there's going to be a lot of open houses. If you're looking to buy a house, I suggest you guys hit the road and start looking for houses. Start going to neighborhoods that you like, and when you see an open house sign, just walk in, guys. That's what they're there for. That's what the realtors are basically there for. Now look at this, somewhat of a gem. Oh my God, look, they shaved off $26,000, so they had it above $700,000. It is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath for $700,000, 700 square foot. This is insanely expensive. This is probably in a really nice location. When we jump into the pictures, the front looks obviously is really beautiful. Looks definitely move-in ready. I like the fact that you do have the street right outside. It looks really homey, but again, 700 square foot is like basically nothing. You do get one little tiny bedroom, 1 bathroom. You're in front of this beautiful lake. This is definitely luxury living, but wow, $700,000 for 700 square foot seems really expensive to me. But again, this is Boston, right? And it looks like a nice place, but we are seeing price reductions. So again, things are starting to cook. Look at this one, $330,000. Now they have a $20,000 price reduction. So they had this place for about $350,000. They came down $20,000. It's basically a studio, 1,200 square foot. Let's check that out. It's it's basically a studio for 1,200 square foot. This is actually not that bad if you're into it. $330,000. It's not the end of the world. Looks like a pretty nice little neighborhood right here. So again, you know what? As we're scrolling, we're looking at the housing market, we're seeing cracks. We're seeing that prices are definitely coming down. And it's all about doing that research. Look at this, $24,000 off 475. So they had this guy for about 500,000, 500 square foot. That's nothing. 2 bedroom, 1 bath. That's tiny, tiny, tiny. I mean, look at that kitchen. That's it. You know, that's all you get. You could possibly make some toast, make some coffee, you know, and that's about it. That's all the space you're gonna have. Now it says 2 bedroom. I guess they consider this a bedroom. This is more like a big closet to me. Wow, I can't believe it. Almost $500,000 for this. So they do somewhat give you a dining room table. Floors look pretty beat up. The good thing about buying a house this small is definitely, you know, the renovations are going to be very cheap because there's hardly anything to renovate. Again, it's somewhat move-in ready, but it is tiny, 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 and it looks like it's in a great location. So that's why you're paying almost $500,000 for such a small place. You know, Boston, man, it's very, very expensive, especially, you know, around the downtown area. I knew it was expensive, but I didn't think it was this expensive. Remember, winters in Boston are horrific, right? So not the most desirable weather, you know, but I guess people, you know, I guess there's some old money here. Look at this. $560,000. They shaved off $20,000. So they had this at around $580,000. And it is, oh, wow, I can't believe it. 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 600 square foot. This, again, it's tiny, 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 tiny for a lot of money. Now, kitchen, sure, it's somewhat move-in ready. Look at this. Look at this crown molding. Kind of looks like crap. You got bars on the window. I mean, you're paying a lot of money to have bars on the window. I don't know about that. The location here, you could see it's probably in a really, really good location. It definitely is in a good location. But, man, $560,000 is a lot of money for such a tiny, tiny little place. Are you guys in the market in Boston? What do you think? I mean, with these prices in the city, and I'm just not liking the type of selection, and I'm not seeing that many price cuts, I think I would opt out to go more outside the city. Now look at this. Here's $21,000 off a $600,000 house. Oh my God, 441 square foot, 2 bedroom, 1 bath. This is tiny, 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 and very, very expensive. So I do like the fact that the kitchen is right, you know, that you have a laundry inside the house. You don't have to go anywhere for that. You have somewhat a little bit of cooking space, but again, this is a tiny, tiny apartment. Basically, the kitchen feeds into what it looks like a bedroom. So it's kind of, I don't know about this, but it looks like it's in a super nice neighborhood. You got to also think about parking, right? Where do you park? If you have a car, sometimes parking could cost you more than the apartment itself. So that's definitely something to think about. It doesn't look like they talk anything about parking. That's the issue when you're living in the city, is like getting parking is impossible. Look, tow away zone. So yeah, you gotta be careful, and that's one thing that I really don't like. That's a deal breaker for me. Paying almost $600,000 for, you know, basically less than 500 square foot, and you don't get any parking. So it is a 2 bedroom. I'm sure this bedroom's almost like a dining room table or something. I don't know how you would configure this apartment, but again, $600,000 is a ton of money. They seem somewhat motivated because they did shave off $21,000. But again, I had no idea it was this expensive. Now let's finish the video with a real banger here. Almost $6 million, almost $6 million bucks. So they actually had it at $6 million, and they did come down $200,000. So they're now selling it for 5.8, 4,000 square foot, 5 bedroom, 5 bath, and the front looks kind of nice. You know, I mean, it's okay. The inside is like, wow, talk about ugly furniture, in my opinion. I mean, who lived here, right? Definitely old people, and definitely some weird people, because the art here, I mean, yellow walls. I don't like this house at all. I mean, for, you know, almost $6 million. As we keep going, the kitchen looks okay, definitely nice. Definitely move-in ready, obviously, for this much money. Looks, you know, the outside area is kind of nice. Everyone's looking at you, though. That's the only problem. And they all know that you live in a $6 million house. I mean, look at this closet, insane. What you would expect from a house this expensive. This bathroom is not pretty at all. I hate the gold. And I mean, I kind of like this bathtub, but everything else is pretty ugly. I hate the wallpaper, just not my style. So again, I would not buy this for $6 million. There's no way, even if I had the money. I just don't think I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And this is the thing, you know, buying a house is an emotional decision. You know how much it would cost to come in here and rip all this stuff out, you know? Paint, rip out wallpaper. I mean, you could turn this house into a beautiful house, but you're probably going to have to drop, you know, the $200,000 that you saved on the price cut, right, to get into it. Again, wow, I'm very, very impressed at how expensive, surprised really how expensive Boston is. I knew it was expensive, but I just had no idea that, you know, 500 square foot apartments could cost you $500,000. That's kind of nuts. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and finish this video. I just want to say to everybody who's been supporting my channel and liking my videos, commenting on my videos, thank you guys so much. If you're new to my channel and you like what I have to say, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button and go ahead and like and leave a comment. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.